Good morning. Today is Friday, November 26th, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Good morning and welcome back to the most amazing, most unique, most unusual live stream daily service on the web. You have made your way to the secret teachings of Jesus revival. You see, in 1769, archaeologists, by the way, Leslie is an archaeologist, recovered beneath the sands of Egypt two lost books of the Bible, the first and second books of Yahweh. This discovery is quite significant and quite important because this discovery is quite significant and quite important because, you see, no one really knows what happened to Jesus and his disciples except for the public message and the crucifixion. We really don't know about why those folks were traveling around with him. We really don't know what he was teaching them. We only know what was taught to the masses. Well, it turns out there was a significant, very significant corpus of teachings that he was teaching them, as well as some very specific rites and sacraments that he was communicating to them. These included the baptism of the waters of life, the baptism of fire, and the baptism of the Holy Spirit, as well as the breaking of the power of demons over you, the mystery of the forgiveness of sins and filling in inequities, and the mystery of ascension into the kingdom of light. All these things were returned to us with the secret teachings of Jesus. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuade.
And this is the secret teachings of Jesus revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow that breath as it spreads throughout your body. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, alpha. I call on you in the west, omega. I call on you in the north, alpha. I call on you in the south, omega.
Alpha.
Et omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
And the path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
And the path of life between. Alpha.
Omega.
IAOE. Welcome back to Alpha Omega Free Church and our Column Hinge Temple, where every morning we celebrate the lost sacraments of the secret teachings of Jesus Christ. This morning, we'll be opening the 9th Treasury of Light in a service that comes from the first book of Yahweh, which contains the mysteries of the 60 treasuries of light. This morning we begin by reaching out to the angels in the invisible, Angels of the ninth treasury of light, attend. Watchers, we know your names, so stand aside and grant us entry into the treasure of light. Theagon. Let the watchers withdraw, and let us enter in to the ninth treasure of light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Mighty angel head in the place of the E in my Father's treasury, we call upon you by your secret name left to us by the living Jesus. Aozaya. Aozaya. Ahoba inoza. Ahoba inoza. Ozawe. Ozawe. Yeah, Naranezao. Naranezao. Gozazei. Gozazei. Thonezea. Thonezea. Aphazia. Aphazia. Thozea. Thozea. Ezapsachonza. Ezapsachonza. Bade Zazai. Bade Zazai. Ey Afaza. Ey Afaza. So we completed our journey through the places, invoking each of the 12 mighty angels' head in its proper place and proper rank, until at length we came into the place of the center, the place of the midst, the place of the Father of the Treasury of Light. O Father of the ninth Treasure of Light, by your cipher and by your name, we invoke you. IAOE I. IAOE I. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide.
Establish human liberty worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And establish a pro-human future.
Establish a pro-human future.
Preserve the American Republic.
Preserve the American Republic.
Protect us from a fall into communism.
Protect the American Republic from a fall into communism.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
And restore the integrity of our elections.
Restore the integrity of our elections.
All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more force energy in your life. As you turn your powerful mind towards the idea of God force, so you are able to absorb it in your next breath. This is a mystery, but it is something that is real that happens in our world. There are many things that are mysteries in our world, and we've touched on some of them. And there's another mystery that I'd like to talk to you about today, and that is the mystery of the power of forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is not an easy thing, but it is a power that the living Master Jesus told us that we have. Jesus specifically gave the disciples the power to forgive sins. Now, how can that possibly be? Because he had that power. Because he understood that that power is intrinsic within us all. You see, we all hold the power of forgiveness. We all have this gift that we can bestow upon others. We know it is a gift because it is something that we seek from others as well. And that's what makes it a mystery. The fact that we can give it and also need to receive it. But what is it that forgiveness really does? Forgiveness puts us in line with the mind of God, because the mind of God is filled with forgiveness. Forgiveness and compassion and empathy for his created creatures, for us. And that empathy came from Jesus, an incarnation of the infinite. There have been other incarnations of the infinite. We think of Buddha, we think of Krishna. These incarnations of infinite Godhead, this is how we know God exists, because God can manifest through a single individual. God can manifest through you too. Maybe not on a continual, ongoing basis, as in the case of Jesus. That takes a very specially trained person, someone who has worked for thousands and thousands of hours on how to handle the incredible energy that comes through when you make that agreement. But it is just an agreement. Can you make that agreement? The same agreement that our living Master Jesus made? He made the agreement to walk towards God with each and every thought, with each and every step, with each and every action. Oh, how we do aspire to be like the Master, to always remember to seek towards the good and the just and the true. And how do we do that? Well, we do it through, firstly, forgiveness. And I don't mean forgiveness of other people. I mean forgiveness of yourself. Because we all carry that power. And the power of self-forgiveness is the most powerful of all. And why is that? That is because each and every one of us has those little quiet things within us that may seem so small to others that we know if we ask forgiveness for it, we look like fools. And that's what God is for, to forgive us those tiny things. And once we're forgiven by God, we can forgive ourselves. And then we can ask for forgiveness from the person that we really need it from. And that takes strength, the kind of strength you get from God. And that's why this whole mystery of forgiveness sends most philosophers spinning in circles. Because it is a circle. It goes from you to God, to another person, and then back to you. That's the cycle of forgiveness, the most beautiful and healing cycle of all. You'll know how to step into it and take part once you relax and take one more deep breath of God force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message. I'd like to bring your attention to something this morning because it's so poignantly in front of us. You see right now in front of us all of those streaks in the sky? They're right there, especially concentrated, right where the camera's been pointing, right here where my staff is. You can see it there. When we say, restore the purity of our air, that's what we mean. Those are the so-called chemtrails that we're told don't exist by the media. And yet they're flying over every major city. Yet they're being spread, they're dumping all of that stuff on us over every concentration of population. They're not telling us what's in there. But you can be sure of this. That's what's really causing the air pollution. All of that stuff. It needs to stop. It needs to stop now. If you'd like to know more about this ritual, be sure to reach out to us at alphaomega.church and download our free ebook while you're there that gives you the beginnings of the secret teachings of Jesus' system. It's an amazing spiritual system he left to us. It's your patrimony as a Christian. It's your inheritance. Also, while you're there, you might want to check out our prayer wall and leave your prayer together with ours. Also, while you're there, we ask that you consider leaving a donation, small or large, to support this mission and support this work. The God Force energy, the Holy Spirit energy, is free. All you have to do is reach out and take it. But spreading this message, the message of the second coming of the secret teachings of Jesus, that's expensive. And to that end, we need your support. So help us, folks, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place, round about 8 a.m. And until then, until tomorrow, as always, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God Force run strong within you. As always, may your magics work better than expected.